everybody. Thanks for checking into the Mamba podcast. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jackson, and joining me on the other line is a cool dude who goes by the name of Ruiz. You might know him from some of his work with Slam Magazine, and he's just an overall cool dude who I feel has a finger on the pulse of the NBA and all things related to hoops. And we're just gonna see how he feels about how the league's gone so far, and what to expect for us this season. So, what up, Drew? Thanks for joining me.
Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so good, man. But before we get started, why don't you just let everyone know who you are and some of the things that you've done?
Man, like you said, name's Drew Ruiz. I'm an LA dude, born and raised. One of Slam's, I guess, West Coast writers. Do some freelance stuff for them. So yeah, I'm just anything hoops, sneakers, high school stuff. Like I'm really just trying to put my finger on everything and really just just trying to be out there and stuff. Done some digital media stuff. Last year I was with the Drew League, and that was a great experience. Sick. Yeah.
Sick. I didn't know that. That's tight, man.
Yeah. So I was with the Drew League last year. Just digital stuff, and we launched like the Snapchat, and it's just basically So just getting stuff on Snapchat and
exactly, kind of keep up with the times,
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so first things first, what were your thoughts on All-Star Weekend? Like, just the whole thing overall. Like, how did you feel it went?
Man, you know what? It's crazy because like I just feel like All-Star Weekend in general, the whole thing it's like on the decline. I mean, I don't know. I really stayed home though. Like this weekend, I didn't do anything. Thursday, Fridays. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and like I don't remember when was the last time I actually did that. But I was just hyped. Like I was just I'm gonna watch Friday night, and then obviously I was waiting for the dunk contest. But I think the dunk contest was just it was bad.
You can say don't hold back.
It was. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it way 1,000 with you. Like it was, I was like, man, we were so hyped. Like I was like Aaron Gordon and Derrick Jones. Like I'm not even worried about Glenn Robinson. I'm not worried about DeAndre Jordan. And I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened. But I mean, obviously Aaron Gordon, he didn't look 100%.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Compared to last year. And, just the bounce in his step, it seemed like he didn't have it.
Nah, because I think he's got like a foot or ankle thing, right? Something like that?
Yeah. So he's coming off injury, this past season. This season, I think it was. And, you couldn't see it. You could see it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, like, damn, AG, like that. Okay, whatever. So, like, Derrick Jones, comes up, and it's just like he's struggling.
Yeah.
And I can understand it, obviously, but it was just like you see Derrick Jones. I got to see him at the Bowler's Life All-American practice, and like dude jumped out the gym. His bunnies are ridiculous.
Exactly. That's what everybody was saying. But I mean, even that. I mean, still. I mean, he just did. He had that one dunk where it was pretty cool, but But other than that, it was. I mean, it was kind of funny. The best thing people were saying about him was he was wearing the gold Supreme. The gold Supreme Zoom before everyone else had them. So it's like, oh shit! Like everyone got to see those, but that was probably they said the coolest thing about his dunk contest.
I'm telling you, man, it was. I think the best part too. I don't know if you saw the little GIF on Twitter where he's. It was the three people. It was like the Suns cheerleader.
Yeah, and he told him to get out the way.
One
of
his boys and Derek and Devin Booker, and he was just like. Hey yo, this VIP, you gotta dip. Like I was dying, bro. But
I know.
Other than that, it was wasn't like hype. Like Glenn Robinson did like the same dunk 3 times.
Right.
Like,
that's what I said. He did like his last dunk was the same as his first dunk, right?
Yeah, it was like I don't know, man. It was I was hot.
Yeah, but what about the actual game itself? What do you think? You think about AD taking it and
like the game itself. It's obviously the All-Star game, and nobody's gonna play defense.
Exactly.
Everyone's gonna BS. I mean, so every year it's the same thing. So it's like I don't go in expecting too much. You know what I'm saying? I just was like I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see who's gonna do their thing, and I think it was cool for AD to to win MVP in his home state.
Exactly.
I mean, it's only right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean. I also thought the coolest part was everyone finally getting to see what Giannis can do. I mean, it's like kind of exaggerated because it's no one's playing defense, but you know, if you watch, you know, the Bucks, I mean, you see something like that at least once or twice a night from Giannis, where it's like he'll Euro step from the 3-point line and then just slam it with two hands on somebody, or just some crazy shit like that, you know. And you know, it's cool to see, you know, for, you know, on a bigger scale, because, you know, the Bucks aren't really, you know, who's really watching the Bucks, other than Milwaukee fans. But I mean, it's kind of cool for everyone to see guys like Giannis and you know, even Russ and LeBron actually kind of playing well. But yeah, like you're saying, I mean, I don't know what they got to do to increase the competition, you know, or something, without, you know, increasing the potential for injury. That's the main thing. These guys don't want to get hurt in essentially a glorified exhibition game, you know. But,
yeah. I mean, that's the main thing. But
exactly.
Even with Giannis, when he caught that tip jam over Steph, it was like, I was like, oh, like, yeah, it was cool though, man. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I didn't have no expectations going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it was just like we're just gonna watch the All-Star game and, you know, see what happens. But it was cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was way more defense at like an LA Fitness game, but I mean, it's you know, it is what it is.
Exactly. So yeah, it's the All-Star break right now. Teams start playing again in a couple days, and it's kind of technically it's not technically the halfway point, but it's about the unofficial halfway point. So far, what are your thoughts on how you think the league's been so far this year? Like, you know, just how do you think it's gone so far?
Man, you know what? I think 2016-2017 season is like crazy, bro. Like, I think from the jump, it was just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't want, you know, like the basketball purists and the dudes from the 80s and 90s telling me, you know, basketball nowadays and all these guys are soft and stuff. Like, you really look at the league today and there's like so many good teams, so many good players, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just said with Giannis, like, I would never sit through a Milwaukee game before. I'm not gonna lie to you. And like, when Giannis was on, you know, I'd be like, oh, like, okay, let me watch him. Okay, Boston with IT.
Exactly.
You know, obviously the Warriors, obviously the Cavs, you know, teams like that. But the Rockets, you know, I mean, watching James, you know, play point guard is just like, it's crazy, bro.
It's like, who'd have thought, right? I mean, people knew he was gonna be good, but exactly.
Russ having, you know, he's a walking triple double, bro, every night. You know, shoot, even with the Sixers and Embiid, like, look, obviously he's hurt right now, and what are they? They won, 21 games? I mean, what did they win
something
last
like
year?
That. Probably.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe 21.
They got less than. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's like Embiid just turned that whole culture around. Like, it's fun watching him play. Like, you know, it's real cool just to see a dude his size doing what he does in you know, the limited amount of time that he has on the court.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, when it was happening, everyone was saying, you know, the whole trust the process, and like they were all skeptical, but now, I mean, you're kind of seeing it, and you know, Ben Simmons is going to come back soon too, and like I said, they're all doing this out without Ben Simmons. So, and even Nerlens Noel, he's injured too, right, or something like that.
I think so. Yeah. I think he's injured, but I mean, even Ben Simmons, bro. Like, I was summer league, like what we got to see.
Yeah,
I was hyped. I was like, man, this dude is crazy. Like, I'm really about to watch a lot of Sixer games this season. And you know, he ends up fracturing his foot, and it's unfortunate, you know, but you know, it's all part of the game. But I'm just really excited to see him back on the court, man. I mean, and you know, what the Sixers do and stuff, and it's all fun, man. Trust the process. I rock with Joel. Like, he was cool, man. He was a cool dude, and you know, he makes the game fun. And
it's just to say, makes the game fun on and off the court, especially him on Twitter and all the stuff he does.
For sure. I mean, I think that's the cool thing about it. You gotta have fun with what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, love what you do and just have fun. Like,
exactly. I mean, and you're seeing a lot of all the younger guys too. I mean, it's definitely different than how it used to be, but you see all these like younger guys who are, you know, around that same age, and you know, the last 3 or 4 draft classes, they're all kind of the same. They're just, they don't really they don't take themselves too seriously, but they take playing ball seriously, you know, and that's what you notice. That's what you can really see it, and like guys like Devin Booker and, you know, all those other guys like that, like just the way they dress, and I mean, and like I said, it just makes the game more fun to watch as a viewer, you know.
I mean, I think what a lot of people don't understand is, like, these guys are young. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, these guys are 18, 19, 20. Like, they're still young at heart, but, you know, they're in an elite group with, like, the top players in the world. But they have fun too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, and I think that's like the biggest thing right there.
Exactly.
It's like
And
I know a lot of people really like tend to comment on today's game and how the way the players approach the game and stuff, but I don't know, man. I like it. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Exactly. And I mean, it might be a generational thing too, but I mean, hey, like I said, I mean, I know you and I are not the only ones that feel the same way, that we're like, some of the older guys just kind of need to, just kind of relax a little bit and just like, it's not how it used to be, man. But it's there because I mean, at the end of the day, these guys can still hoop, and that's that. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't matter. You can dress a certain way, act a certain way, but at the end of the day, like, can you play basketball? And these guys are definitely doing that. So
at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not worried about how you dress. I'm not worried about what you really do off the court. I'm worried about what you do on the court. So yeah, man, it is what it is. You know, it's
man.
just.
Yeah, so it's safe to say the league is in a good place, and a lot of good talent. And so, with the good stuff first, so far, who do you think are your most like the best teams you've seen? I mean, other than like the Warriors and the Cavs and stuff. I mean, maybe like the surprisingly good teams that people were probably sleeping on beforehand, and definitely exceeded expectations going into the season.
Man, you know what? Honestly, I really like the Rockets right now. Just because, like I mentioned earlier, that whole point guard change, it was real like damn, like James at the point, like like he might have the ball's gonna stick, and like
Right.
And it was kind of, people were skeptical, but I saw the first game, when they played the Lakers, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like James at the point is like, oh my God, bro, it's crazy. Like,
it's like he had like 13 assists in the first half or something, right? Something crazy.
Yeah, something like that, bro. But it was to the point where it was like, okay, if you're not gonna stop James, he's getting to the cup.
Exactly.
If you stop James, he's gonna hit the shooter. Or he's gonna throw it. He's gonna throw a lob. And it was just like, yo, how you can't really stop this. But the Rockets, I really like them. I'm trying to see. Let's see. I really like Boston right now. Just because of IT. Yeah. And
Definitely.
He's exceeded everything already. And his story's great. IT's a dog. And he's really putting on for all the undersized guards out there, bro. And I love watching IT play, man. He's fearless. Been watching him play since he was at Washington. So I like IT. I like the Wizards right now with
that they were
John Wall and Bradley Beal. I mean, they're really putting on. The Raptors, with Kyle Lowry and DeMar.
Compton, yep.
LA dude. So I gotta show love to the LA dudes.
Exactly, always.
I'm trying to think what else, man.
I was gonna say I had the Wizards on as in my notes as a team, just because they started so poorly, and like new coach, they brought in some other guys, and everyone was kind of like down, and they're like, is John Wall gonna play well and this and that? But then, do they really turn around? Because I think they're third in the East right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're third.
Which is crazy if you thought, what I mean? Like, the Wizards are third, like, I mean, that's crazy. But then another team, like, I did a like a preview podcast, and I was super down on the Jazz, and I thought everyone was just gassing them, like, because they were, like, the cool team to, like, everyone just, gas them up and stuff, and I was like, nah, I don't believe the hype, like, I mean, I love Gordon Hayward, but it's like, can he really be, like, the top guy on your team? Or the number one, like, on a championship team? I don't know, but they may not win the championship, but damn, dude, they definitely shut me up, and they shut a lot of guys up, and they're also proving a lot of people right, too, like, for how well they've played so far. Because I think they're, like, the 5 seed in the West, right?
Yeah, they're fifth in the West right now. It's just
crazy. Like, I mean, because I know a lot of guys, like, had Rudy Gobert, like, on fantasy last year, and it's not the best equator of success or how well a player is based on their fantasy stats. But a lot of people took Rudy Gobert last year and were very disappointed with how he did, just because he the Stifle Tower and all that stuff, and he didn't really live up to expectations. But this year he's really, shown that he can be a guy like DeAndre Jordan, where, just protecting the rim, pick and rolls, and all that good stuff. And but yeah, they're definitely, I mean, they definitely took me by surprise. But even though a lot of people were gassing them up, like I said, but
I definitely hear that, because I mean, I'm on Twitter all the time, so like, I scroll up and down the timeline, and I remember before the season they were talking, Jazz might, whatever about the Jazz, they might be one of the best teams in the West. And I was kind of like, I don't, I'm obviously Gordon Hayward's a good player.
Exactly.
I'm not going to deny that. But, they got a squad, man, and for them to be fifth in the West, I mean, that just, you don't really need no explanation about that.
Exactly. But yeah, and then now to flip it. So there's always two sides of every coin. Who do you think, in your opinion, are the most disappointing teams so far this year?
Disappointing. I'm gonna have to go. Shit, I'm on the West right now, so I'm gonna have to go with the Trailblazers.
Yep, that's the top of my list.
You know what I'm saying?
Top of my list.
I just felt like the season that Dame had, Dame and CJ had last year, with they're in the playoffs and they get a win against Golden State, and it's just like I love Dame and CJ. Both
Same here.
Underdogs, and they don't really care. They're gonna go at you regardless of who you are. And I was like, man, I'm excited for the Trailblazers moving, this season. But right now they're 23 and 33.
Yeah, pretty bad.
And it's kind of like, So I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe Dame will go off, with the All-Star snub, and they'll turn it around in the second part of the season. But I think they're probably one of my disappointing teams in the West. I mean, I guess I can say the Timberwolves, but I know they're still young. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come like, I have X expectations for the Timberwolves. But I mean, East wise, I would say the Pacers.
Oh, hey, those are the three teams that I have on top of my list.
So Pacers with the Pacers right now, I don't know, man. I've been hashtagging PG to LA on Twitter, so just out here trolling. But I'd love to see Paul, in purple and gold.
Exactly. Heck yeah, man.
So yeah, the Pacers, and then let me see. I mean, I guess we could throw the Bulls in there.
Yeah.
Just because with the whole the three alphas, and I kind of was like, man, I don't know. It's just you put Rajon Rondo, Jimmy Butler, and Dwayne Wade on the same team. I'm not saying Dwayne Wade is a bad teammate, but I just feel like you have two alpha dogs in Jimmy Butler and Rajon Rondo, and it's like, let me look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
It's crazy, bro. It's real crazy. So, I say the Bulls, and then obviously, I would have to say the Knicks.
Yep. I
mean, they're 12 right now. Like, they could easily be, number 7, 8. But yeah, man, I don't know what's going on in New York, but I'd hate to be in Melo's shoes.
Exactly.
I mean, so sometimes you obviously you want to feel bad for him. There's obviously two sides to everything. You want to feel bad for Melo. Like, damn, imagine being Melo going through all that. You really have no control over it, and they're just man, it's crazy with the whole Derrick Rose thing, and I got to interview Derrick Rose a couple months ago out here in LA.
I saw that.
Yeah. So it was cool because I got to talk to Derrick Rose, and despite all the injuries and stuff, he really had a good head on his shoulders about approaching the season. And it was, for a while, it would convince you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, the Knicks might be that team. But it was just like, I don't know, man. It's been crazy. But I rock with Porzingis. Like, I might buy a Porzingis jersey for the summer. Like,
hell yeah.
It's really,
hey, man,
it's crazy.
I got him on my fantasy team, so I know exactly how good Porzingis is doing.
Yo,
he's slumping a little bit just because the fact that, the Knicks and Melo are kind of, just ball hogging and stuff. But, I mean, yeah, like you're saying with the Knicks, man, I don't really know what's going on with them either. I mean, like you were saying, you hate to feel bad for Melo. I mean, you hate to see a guy as good as Melo's been, for his whole career, like, kind of be in this situation. But it's like, at the same time, it's like he kind of did it to himself. And, like, I don't know. It's like I said, it's a weird dynamic. And, I don't know. I just hope things work out for the best. And, yeah, I mean, that's it, really. And then, like I said, and then back to your thing with the Bulls, the biggest thing I said was when they brought those three guys together, mainly D Wade and Rondo, it's like, from what I understood, like, Fred Hoiberg's whole offense is based around shooting, and it's like, you signed two guards who can't shoot. Like, come on.
Them dudes are really broke.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, come on, man. Like,
yes.
And I was like, I mean, I'm not a basketball expert over here, you know. I mean, like I don't know all the X's and O's and all that stuff, but I mean, when a guy's offense is based around shooting and you get D Wade and Rondo, like something doesn't work. Something's not right here.
I think what did Dwayne hit what like 17 the year before?
Something like that. Yeah, something crazy.
And then what did he hit? I think did he hit like 8 in the playoffs or something?
Something. Yeah, something. It was something like it was something like that. Like I said, I don't have the numbers off top like that, but yeah, I mean exactly. It's like come on, it's like at some point it doesn't make sense, but
yeah, man.
But yeah, it's you know, like I said, there's a lot of good, but there's also a lot of bad, and like I said, I hope things you know resolve out and work themselves out and get better. But so let's try and bring things back up on a better note. Who were your 5 favorite players this season? And I'm not saying like you know they don't have to be the best. It's like LeBron and you know Steph and like that. As far as like statistics wise, who's the best or the best fantasy guys, but just like who your favorite to watch like night in and night out or throughout the season so far? Like who are your top 5, or would you if you had to pick a starting 5, who would they be as far as like watchability for you personally?
Okay, man, I gotta throw IT on there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like I said, I love watching IT and you know what he's been doing. I gotta throw Giannis on there. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, he was a walking vine. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was about to get vined every time
Exactly.
he was out, you know, on the court.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I obviously gotta throw Joel Embiid on there just because, you know, basketball fans waiting, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that period of time for him to come back, and then he finally comes back, and it's just like, yo, like this dude is like crazy, like
Mm-hmm.
yo, it's like what he's doing is OD.
Yeah,
For you know, someone his size, the way he moves and stuff like that.
exactly.
What is that? That's 3. I gotta say James, just because again
Okay.
with the whole, you know, the point guard switch,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like yo, like man, that's crazy.
Yeah. And like what's crazy too, like with James is like a lot of guys, you know, they made the whole Manu comparison for him, just how he's so unorthodox with his style and he is a lefty and like you know off the bench, but then it's like people thought he'd be as good as Manu, but I don't think people thought he'd be this damn good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty nuts.
Man,
like
it's
pretty nuts.
crazy, bro.
It's
James
crazy.
James is a walking bucket. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like he, you know, I got to see him at the Drew last
Mm-hmm.
summer, just up close, and it's just, bro, he's, you know, he gets anywhere with, you know, he gets anywhere he wants to
Mm-hmm.
get, you know, and you know it's coming. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
when he's breaking you down, and then he's gonna hit you with the sidestep.
Exactly.
And it was just like, okay, the sidestep's coming, okay. And then now he's on the break, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, the Euro's coming.
Exactly. He's gonna
And then
swing his arms through and
yeah, then that's the thing. He's breaking down the dude. You know, he drives through the lane and then he does a little extend and you know gets to the cup.
exactly.
So yeah, that's 4. I'm trying to think who would be the 5th. I think, man, I would just throw Russ on there
Mhm.
just because, again, like Russ is a walking triple double, bro. Like what does he have? He has what 27.
I was just gonna say I think
triple
27.
doubles right now.
Yeah, 27.
Like, bro, that is just like Russ.
Exactly.
He's like on some 2K stuff.
I know
bro.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like when you do. It's like if you change the game sliders in 2K or like on my play or something. You know what I mean? Like that's what it looks like every night. I'm trying to look up how many. I'm gonna look up his triple doubles right now, especially compared to the record because the record's like 50 something, right?
I couldn't tell you that off the top, but they were
Yeah, I'm
they were
looking it up
showing
right
it
now.
on TNT a couple of days
Yeah.
ago. And I think my 6th man. I mean, this is for all like the analytics Twitter. I mean, the analytics Twitter guys out there, man. I gotta throw the Joker on there, man.
Ooh.
You know, I haven't really got to see a lot of Denver games, but like the little bit that I've seen is like, I'm like, he can go, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's probably when it's all said and done, he'll be. He'll be he'll be the best one, the best player on the Nuggets to rock number 15.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you, dog. I like to troll a bit, but man, I'm really I like all the unicorns in the league,
Yep.
and the dudes that are 7 foot, and can move like guards and shoot and just do everything. Obviously, the game's changing.
Exactly.
So if anybody's telling you that today's NBA sucks, I mean something's wrong with them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They're not watching it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, So yeah, I think that'd be my 5, and then my 6 coming off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say like mine are pretty much the same, but I would I also got I'm kind of alone in this, and I don't really care, but I love Boogie. Like Boogie is one of my favorite players to watch. I mean I know he's a hothead, and he deserves all the criticism he gets on the floor for what he does, but I mean you can't deny like his numbers. Like numbers don't lie,
no.
dude. Like,
not at all. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't.
Exactly.
Yup.
Or buckets don't. Yep.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. Is like, when people talk bad about Boogie, obviously he's a hothead. Like his attitude. The way I see it, man, is like, I just feel something that he could control. Like his attitude is really holding him down from reaching his full potential.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to sit here in front. Like, I watch Boogie play. He'll catch it on the three-point line, pump fake, hit you with one dribble, crossover, and get to the cup.
Exactly. Like, this dude is 6'11", like 260. Like, what the heck?
That's a big guard.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He a big guard at LA Fitness.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
but what you were saying, I didn't know if you were going to leave off Jokic, but so I really liked Nurkic. Not to get Jokic and Nurkic confused for everyone out there, but I really liked Nurkic when he was in the league, and I was like, dude, this guy, because he was going after guys like Boogie, he was going after Marc Gasol and like challenging all these top centers. So I would watch, Nuggets games if they were on like NBA, TV or whatever and stuff. But then I started seeing this other guy, Jokic, and I'm like, what the hell? Who's this like fake Nurkic? I'm like, yo, this guy Jokic is low-key better than Nurkic. Like, damn. Like, I was like, oh, shit. And then sure enough, the Nuggets thought so because, they just traded him, And so, but yeah, Jokic, and he lit up, the Warriors for, like, a triple-double, right? Like, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I think, it was.
And then so it's like, holy shit, like, hey, like, don't sleep. And he, even in the skills challenge, like, it's like, everyone thinks that you see this big, lumbering-looking, European guy. You think he's like some slow guy, like Sabonis or something like that, and you look at like, oh shit, this guy can move and he can pass and dribble and shoot. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Who do you go against in the second round of the skills challenge?
It was Porzingis when he shot the half court shot because he was like falling behind.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So Porzingis got a lead, and I'm like, damn, like this dude, he's gonna lose, and all of a sudden he pulls up, and I'm just like, man, that is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to watch them dudes go 1-on-1.
Yeah, seriously.
Between them two and Cat to go 1-on-1, like, man, I'll pay for that.
Exactly, and that was my other one, was Zinger. Like, Porzingis is so good. Like, it's like I said, in speeches, like you see, it's like someone like, because my friend went to the Lakers-Knicks game. And then the first thing he texted was like, dude, Porzingis is so tall and so long. Like, pause. He is so long. It does not make sense. That's the thing. And it's like, that's the first thing I had to ask him. Was like, dude, like, what does he look like in person? He's like, dude, it's like crazy. And it's like, it's crazy how someone that tall and that long can be that coordinated. And that's the thing is like when you watch, like when you would see like, you would see like Andrew Bynum and Roy Hibbert and
exactly.
And those guys when you can see when they run, like you can see they run like dinosaurs, like
Roy Hibbert couldn't run and chew bubblegum at the same time.
Exactly, right? Like, yeah, exactly like that. Exactly that. But like
I'm being honest, bro. Like,
I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's like, how are you 7'2" and finish a game with no points and no rebounds? Like, come on, that is like almost impossible. Well, obviously not, but then but when you see him, it's just like it almost doesn't make sense. It just shouldn't make sense. And that he can catch and shoot, and he can pull up, and it's like it's crazy. It's like if someone took Dirk and then stretched him an extra 6 inches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's even the same way with like. Now I know people aren't fascinated, but the same thing with KD.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the way KD moves. Somebody his size. Like, I'm like, bro, KD be doing stuff, and I'm like, God damn, like, bro, like, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. How everyone's reacting to exactly. Everyone's reacting to this.
It's just the norm. It's the norm.
Yeah, like, and that's what's crazy.
That's KD. He's been doing that for a minute, but like. You gotta understand, like, look at this dude. He got like a 18-inch wingspan, like doing all that. Like, Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, he's built like, like Ralph Sampson back in the day. You know what I mean? Just this tall, long dude, but like moves like freaking, like a point guard, which is,
it's crazy.
And that's like, and who knows?
I forgot.
He's like, and who knows what's coming down the chute later on? Like, who knows? Like what's it like? Manute Bol's son? Like, you seen him?
Oh, Bobo is crazy,
right? Like, it's
Bobo
like, who knows what he
like,
could be? Like, that's the next step. It's like they just keep getting taller and still the same athleticism. It's pretty nuts, man.
He's so fluid. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like.
There's nothing awkward. Like, you see Manute, like, if you pull up Manute playing, and he looks so awkward. Even when he, when he would shoot threes and stuff, and you look at Bobo, and it's crazy. But like I said, man, the game's changing. Obviously, a lot of kids are just more advanced now.
Exactly, and better training, and they know what to do and what not to do.
The whole nine.
And like I said, you're around it, doing a lot. Like you said, you cover a lot of high school stuff and a lot of lower levels things. So you see, what they go through and like I said, it's crazy, what these high school kids are doing, like what pros are doing. You know what I mean? The same training and the same, preparation stuff that they're doing.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. Especially if you're a top high school prospect, like you're gonna be exposed to things that the average high school kid isn't.
Exactly.
With all the leagues where there's EYBL, Adidas Nations, Under Armour Association, like you're really, you're going to see the best of the best. And you know what I'm saying? And these kids just have access to so many things where it's just like, this is why they're so good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just staying on this topic, I know we didn't really discuss it earlier, but who are some of high school or college prospects that people should look out for in your opinion? Because like I said, I don't really follow high school and in college as much as other people, so I always like to know and just to ask people who are around it more.
It's funny that you say that because I'm not really like, I try to cover anything high school related that's in the city. So when like Under Armour Association was in town last year, I got to see I got to see a couple good players. Like I saw Trayvon Duvall, number one point guard in the 2017 class. I believe he's still unsigned. He's just like, he's like baby Derrick Rose. Like, what I'm saying? He plays means quick, stuff like that. Isaiah Washington from St. Raymond's in Harlem. He's going to Minnesota. And then, some of the EYBL guys like Billy Preston, who's going to Kansas. He's at Oak Hill. Mohamed Bamba. I think he's unsigned. Like, what's the other dude I got to see this past year? Hamidou Diallo, who he's at Kentucky right now. He graduated early. He's at Kentucky, and I feel he's really about to enter his name in the draft. Like he's not. I really have a feeling he's about to pull something like that. Man, I'm trying to think. Adidas guys, Jalen Hands, who's going to be at UCLA next year.
Okay.
And then obviously, like the Chino Hills guys, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball. And I'm really, really trying to think, man. That's a good question. But there's always a lot of good high school kids, and I try to watch them every time. They're in the city because I like to watch kids grow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Man, such and such. I remember when such and such was a freshman. I remember when such and such was a sophomore, stuff like that. Obviously I got to throw out Cassius Stanley, Marvin Bagley, who's at Sierra Canyon. Like, he's crazy, bro. He's on another level.
For sure, man. For sure.
Stuff like that. Sharif O'Neal, Ira Lee. I can go on and on, but like those are probably like some of the core guys off the top. Yeah.
All right, cool. Like, like I said, I don't follow it that much. But like I said, I'll definitely try to check those guys out. Like, are they on like Hoop Mixtape and stuff like that? Like,
yeah. Majority of them on Hoop Mixtape. I think majority of them are they're still in high school. Some of them are underclassmen, but a lot of them are seniors about to head out to college.
All right, for sure. All right, so what do you expect to happen, or what do you expect to happen in the second half of the season? Leading up to the playoffs, like like team turnarounds, player turnarounds. maybe some possible trades. We got, like I said, we got a couple days until the trade deadline's over, or it ends Thursday. You see any other trades coming down the chute?
Man, off the top, I know there's gonna be like mad trades. Like I might turn on my notifications, for Woj.
Woj and
I'm
Mark
ready
Stein
for all the
and those
Woj
guys.
bombs.
Yep.
But I mean, I think, I'm pretty sure Okafor is he'll be gone.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I hope, man. I don't know. First, I'm just living like in a fairy tale land, like a delirious Laker fan. But I want PG to come to LA. Like, I'm really #PG to LA.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
stuff like that.
Would you be willing to give up Ingram for him?
Man, I think that's like, that's a tough question because
they supposedly the rumor is that they wouldn't give up. They wouldn't give him up for Boogie. They wouldn't give him to the Kings for Boogie, and that's supposedly, the final, the last thing that, the tipping point for what caused, Jeannie Buss to get rid of Mitch and Jim.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's supposedly that too. Like, I mean, shit, like that shit's crazy. We can get into that too a little bit, but I mean,
sure.
I mean, what do you think? I did a whole little thing earlier today about it, but what do you think about that whole thing with the Lakers?
I mean, it's just weird because, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, we're in what right now? We're in February.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really got to see Ingram.
Nope.
Like you see flashes.
And he's starting to get better.
But it's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, damn, bro. From the start of the season till now, it's like night and day, obviously. But like, shit, I watched the first couple games and I'd be like, damn, this dude is so, like, he looks so scared. He looks so rushed. Shots were rushed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to get acclimated to the game. But then I think that was probably, the gamble that, it's like, do we give him up?
Yeah.
And it's like, I just, I kind of been looking at it from afar. And it's a lot of people were like, man, we should have gave up Ingram. Yada, yada. A lot of people were like, oh, we shouldn't have. Yeah, but like I said, man, it's crazy. Basically, the Kings gave up Boogie for, peanuts.
Yep.
They gave him a Boogie for like an Instagram shout out. Like it was
pretty much,
it was crazy,
man.
bro.
Pretty much, man.
It was crazy. But that's with the Pelicans, especially they're 11th right now.
I think
I want them to get in that 8th seed. I think, and I really think they can get into the 8th seed. And I mean, it's going to be interesting. The second half of the season going around and seeing Boogie in New Orleans now. I know that there's going to be a lot more New Orleans games.
Oh, yeah.
So, that'll be good, man.
Where do you think Melo's going? Or what do you think should happen with Melo? Did he stay or go?
Man, we're all the Clippers fans. Melo to the Clippers, like.
But who did they give up? That's the thing. Who did they give up?
I don't know, man. Nah. I mean, I don't know. It's like that's another tough one.
I know.
Like, where exactly does Melo go?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's, and you look at all the possibilities and stuff, but I don't know, man. Whatever New York does, between now and Thursday is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Whether they make a move or not. But I'm waiting, dog. Like, I got my phone on.
Yep.
So I'm just, I'm waiting for, notification. I'm, refreshing the timeline and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
A lot of people, I saw, like, when the whole, Magic thing happened earlier today, people were joking, but you could tell it was kind of like, you can tell through the tweet that it was maybe a hint of, oh shit, that's actually what happened. They're saying, damn it, we might trade like Ingram for Melo, or like Randall and Ingram for Melo, or something like that. And it's like, with Magic, man, that's not out of the realm of possibility. You just never know. He might do something like that. I mean,
I think it's funny, first of all, because like I read Ramona Shelburne's piece that she did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's good.
On
it was
Magic.
good, right?
Yeah, it was real, real good, man. And I was reading it, and it was funny to me to think, for a split second, I was like, oh, this is cool. Magic's finally gonna be a part of the Lakers, yada yada. But then I'm thinking, like, man, ain't no way Magic's just gonna be a player consultant.
No,
he's not gonna play a little role.
Exactly.
And I thought, and I was like, man, you know what? Okay, you know, obviously Lakers the past 4 years have been real bad. You know, but then I guess, you know, I thought Jeannie was gonna be like, hey, you know what? Let's just Jim and Miss, like, let's ride it out, you know, to the end of the season and go from there. That's what I originally thought. But then it's like Jeannie was just like, man, we gonna clean house. Like, you're out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just, and it was like, I didn't think it was gonna happen this soon.
Yeah, and you know, John Black, right? The PR guy.
Yeah.
They got rid of him too.
He's a PR dude.
That was probably the most shocking thing I saw. I was like, for what? Like, maybe did he want to leave, or I don't know, because
I don't know, but what I heard, I mean, I was just like, listening to 710 all day, and you know, I had just heard, I think they were saying that he was. Obviously, he had ties with like Mitch and Jim, but he was in like that little clique.
Oh, so he was a part of them.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the vibe that I got, and that's like what I've been hearing. But I was just like, man, like John Black, like, you know, he's done what PR for the Lakers for 25 years,
something crazy. Yeah, and like for those of you who don't know out there, John Black is the Laker PR guy, but everything that I've ever, like, you don't really hear about him a lot, but every time someone talks about him, it's always like in high praise.
Oh yeah, of course.
And like he's like almost like not like a secret weapon, but like, you know, like the best kept secret kind of thing. Like just certain, like one of those guys that like you never hear about, but it's just like get shit done for the Lakers and stuff. And
of course he works. You know what I'm saying? He works in silence. Like he's not all up in the videos and all. You know what I'm saying? He's chilling, but. I mean, yeah, man, I think that was probably the big shocker to me, because it's like the next person, you know, who's going to fill that role in.
I have no idea. And then they're saying the GM.
That's the thing. I think with the Lakers, you know, the crazy thing about the Lakers is, you know, when there's a position open, they obviously need someone to fill it quick, but they need someone to produce quick. Like there's really no room for error. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've noticed that about LA. Like, us LA fans, you know, especially Laker fans, they want you to produce quick. And if you don't, it's like, oh, you're a bust. You're this. You're that. You're bad. You know, let's get rid of you. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I look at even you know, changing it up. Like, look at the Rams. Like, they came to LA. There was a big hype, and then they sucked. And so, like, no one gave a shit anymore, you know.
That's
like,
LA. That's LA for
exactly.
you in a nutshell, man.
Exactly.
You know, they're not gonna ride with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hyped for the Rams. Don't get me wrong. I was like, man, we got an LA team. Like, you know, I could go watch a Rams game. I mean, man, I don't even want to say this on record, but I'm a Chargers fan. And even when the Chargers announced they were coming to town, I was like, nah, like, this is not gonna work. Nope. Like, nobody likes the Chargers.
No,
like,
seriously.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. It's gonna be interesting though to see the Chargers come.
Yeah, like, I'm a Raider fan, and the best thing about the Chargers in LA is I live like 20 minutes away from the StubHub Center, so I can just catch an Uber and just go there. Now I don't have to go all the way to San Diego to go watch the Raiders. So
yeah, exactly. It's I don't know, man. But now that we're on, you know, the Raider topic, I mean, I got to give the credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? I think they had a good season. You know, with Derek Carr hurt, I mean, that hurt you guys obviously, but it was cool, man. I think long time coming. Like, Raider fans were just. Oh, it was your year, every year, this, and it was just like, you know, you get tired of it. But I think this past season, it was cool, dog. So,
yeah, man.
I would tell a lot of Raiders fans, like, finally, you know, and it's cool.
It's been a long time, especially for me. But I mean, I'm not that old, but you know, it's been a long time. It's been where I'm old enough to like understand what's going on with football and stuff.
Yeah,
that whole part of my entire life of that span has been nothing but shit with the Raiders.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, man, back to basketball. Yeah, do you see any other teams like turning it around, or you know, other teams like, you know, continuing success and stuff like that?
You know what? Let me see. I need. Not that I need, but I just feel like I want the Clippers to turn it around. I want the Clippers to find something. It's so unfortunate for them. I feel, you know, obviously I'm a Laker fan, but you know, I can rock with the Clippers, like, but it's just they just always hit that stop, and it's crazy, bro. Like, they really might be cursed. Like I'm not big on curses and you know superstitions like that. But the Clippers, honestly, they might be cursed.
Yeah, but did you see? So you know how everyone's like saying, all they need is that wing defender that can can lock up your best the opponent's best defensive player, and then maybe shoot an occasional three and whatever easy offense, any extra offense is icing on the cake. They kind of had it with Matt Barnes. I mean, they thought they were going to get it with Wesley Johnson, but he's been trash. And then, I mean, Luke Richard Mbamute, I mean, like, he's only as good as you know. If you don't know what to expect with him. But have you seen the stuff that supposedly they're going after PJ Tucker?
No, I didn't.
I saw some of that a little bit earlier today, that they were possibly trying to look at PJ Tucker. Now, I personally don't like PJ Tucker, but
he got a mean kick game, though.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not gonna lie.
He does, yeah.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
why I hate when I see him. I was like, damn it, dude, I hate when I see him on there, because you got the fresh PEs. But
he got crazy stuff.
They're saying that, I mean, but when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, he actually could be that missing piece. Because all he I mean, as much as I don't like him, he is a pretty good defender. And, they need that to stop a guy like James Harden, or, throw him on a guy like Steph or whoever else in the West, And he's, I mean, you can't lie, he's he can knock down that corner three when you need him to. So, I mean, I saw that, and like I said, I was like, damn, like, he actually might be the piece that could get him there. I mean, considering, that CP3, Blake, and everyone else stay healthy, I think he actually might help him out a little bit more than people think.
They need to make something. Like, I don't know what's going on over there with Doc. I mean, Doc, you're the coach / GM. You got to make a move. Do do something. A lot of people, criticizing Doc because he gave his son a couple extra M's. But, I mean, I don't know, man. I think the Clippers really got to do something. I'm trying to think. What was I looking at right now? I like the Raptors are in the fourth. They're 4th seed right now. But I would like, I think come playoff time, that's probably going to be one of the teams in the East that I personally feel will give, the Cavs a run for their money.
Especially though they got Surge.
Yeah. So that was, speaking of a missing piece, like that might have been, the best piece. But yeah, man, it's pretty much like that. I'll say Raptors in the East. West, I would like to see the Clippers turn it around, like get past the first round, do something, man, because time's ticking.
Exactly. All right, man. That's about it for like the main basketball stuff. But like you're saying before, you all like and I know you're into shoes and stuff like that. So am I. Like, not just like casual, but hoop shoes too. So what are some of your favorite shoes so far this season that you've seen?
Oh man, I like the Kobe AD.
I like them too.
Man, I was able to get the Kobe AD when I did the Kobe AD event out here in LA.
Oh, you did?
And
oh, sick.
Yeah. So the gray one, and it's crazy, bro. Like that. I think the last Kobe I hooped in was like the 8. I don't really buy hoop shoes like that no more. That's my thing. It's like I got like a policy. So whether whatever hand-me-downs that some of my boys that wear the same size, either I get it like that, or whatever if I'm fortunate enough to get it from a brand, or if they're under $100.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So I've been hooping in the Kobe AD, really good, bro. It's really, really good. The 31, the Jordan 31.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like I like Jordan's performance stuff. I feel like they don't get a lot of credit. Whatever people could say, Jordans are only good for retros and stuff like that, but they make really great performance stuff. I mean, I like the 29, I like the 30, the 31's really good. I've been hooping, I hoop occasionally too in the brand black rare metal.
Oh, that's the Jamal Crawford one, right?
Well, yeah. Well, he's with Adidas now. But,
never mind. My bad.
Yeah. But so the rare metal was supposed to be the J crossover for. Oh. Yeah, so I'm in that one, but I mean, it's weird, man.
You like those?
They're good. They're good, man.
I remember because I live in the South Bay, and I think they're based out of El Segundo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's a South Bay brand. I'll look into it and stuff. And what would you compare it to? Because I see them at like some stores every now and then. But what kind of like as like when wearability and like stuff like what would you compare it to?
Man, that's a good question. I'm trying. I would probably compare them to. You ever had like a hyper dunk?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if
the last one I had were the Blakes, the mango ones. So that was like
the mango ones.
The 2012s, I think.
Yeah. So I like the fit would probably be more compared to the 2008 version. So it's real. They hug your foot.
Mm-hmm.
The traction's good. They're lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
The whole night. It's just they're a new brand. And stuff like that. I actually got the Dame 2, like less than a month. The Dame 3, sorry about that.
Okay.
Got the Dame 3 about less than a month ago. That's good. I mean, I like Dame stuff.
You didn't tear your ankles up in Adidas, man?
Nah, man. I don't. It's funny that you say that, man, because I don't know if you remember, but there was like a couple Adidas athletes that were like tearing their ACLs and like.
That's why I was messing around.
For a minute, bro. People were like, "Oh man!"
As soon as they signed,
you can't mess with Adidas. Like you're gonna tear. Nah, but I mean, I love what Adidas is doing.
Yeah.
They actually now have multiple hoop shoes where it's like, like these aren't bad. Like I don't remember when was the last time Adidas had stuff like that.
Exactly. I mean,
but the crazy explosives, Dame's line, James's line, and just everything else with the crazy light boost. It's like it's cool to see, something like Adidas. But those are probably the shoes that are in my rotation right now. I don't really like to be flip flopping from shoes. Like I'll wear it until it messes up. And then I'll go to, the next pair down and stuff like that. If I have a bad game, I'm like kind of superstitious.
I got you.
Kind of like that. Yeah. When it comes to my shoes,
I know what you mean.
It's weird, bro.
You like the Paul Georges?
Man, bro, I'm really about to buy 2 pairs.
Damn.
One to hoop and one to wear off the court.
One to rock, one to stock, or something.
Yeah, man. It's. I'm really, especially that price tag. 110 is like I see, KD stuff, LeBron stuff, and I'm like, I like hoop. I don't like hoop like that. Like I'm not gonna spend $200+ on hoop shoes. But yeah, I really like the PG1, man. It's it caters to the guys who like low top shoes.
Exactly.
And if you're a big Kobe fan, I feel like you're gonna fall in love with the PG and how it responds and stuff like that. But I'm hyped for the PG1, man.
Yeah, because when I first saw them, I saw it and I was like, all right, they played it safe. They went with a low top and they put a strap on it to make it look cool. But then I saw it and I was like, oh, you know what? They're actually pretty cool. I can't front. Like they played it safe as far as like look wise, because they could have tried something like weird and zany, like putting it, making like a sock fit or something like that, or making it like a weird design, like like the LeBrons or something. But I'm glad that they because like I mean LeBron doesn't even wear LeBrons anymore. He wears the freaking he wears the new ones now, but he wears the Soldiers.
Yeah, the 14s. I think the 14s though they kind of steered away from like the whole boot type looking shoe.
looking all clunky.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, LeBron's a big dude, bro.
Yeah,
like,
so he can handle it.
LeBron's 6'8", like you got that linebacker build.
Exactly.
So I've had a couple LeBrons, and it's kind of like they're too clunky for me. But I really like the 14. So we're gonna see, man. If it hits clearance or something, I might grab that, or I maybe have somebody that works at the Foot Locker or something. We might work something out. But yeah, it's cool. Kyrie stuff's good too.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Kyrie 3s. I thought that they looked a little too much like KD 2s. But that's just me just being super picky. Because I saw them, I was like, man, they look just like KD 2s, like the same like style a little bit. But I mean, it's like from the side silhouette. But I was like, I'm just being picky. They're still cool. I mean, I just think the Kyrie 2s are sick. That's just my opinion. I think the Kyrie 2s were really good. Like one of my friends had a pair, and he's like, dude, these are like one of the best I've ever had. They're so comfortable, and I mean, yeah, they look pretty good too. But yeah, the one shoe I'm waiting for is when they retro the Jordan ones. The Royals. The Royals.
Oh man, that's crazy. I've been watching, like from afar on the timeline. It's funny, man, because I really don't buy shoes like that anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
It's too hectic,
Exactly.
for me, especially now. And it's like I had the 2001 pair, and I sold it to one of my boys a couple months ago. Yeah, because they hurt me, bro. Like they hurt when I would wear them, and it was kind of like they're cool. Like don't get me wrong, like it's a cool shoe, but I'm all about comfort now. And if it's not comfortable, like I can't rock it. So one of my boys was like fiending bad, and I was just like, all right, man, here, give me whatever. And I don't even miss them. Like it's funny, I don't even miss them.
Those are my Those are my grails. That's why, and everyone that knows me knows that the royal blue ones. Those are my grails, and so I'm excited. It's
crazy. Like the way Jordan brand makes ones now, it's like 100 times better than it was back in the early 2000s. So I know that pair is gonna be good. Like
I hope it's good.
You gotta buy a couple.
I know I'm gonna try to get at least a couple pairs. I hope they're good because I missed out on the last ones. But yeah, like I said, same thing with me. Like I used to be, trying to get like all the releases and like try to flip them or whatever, shit like that. But not anymore. It's just too much. It's too hectic, and then it's just like everyone's got them now, So
that's what I'm saying. It be getting crazy out there, bro. Like I'm not about to fight nobody for shoes. Like it's not it's not that important, bro.
It's not that serious.
Plus, I'm trying to get the shoe that 100 other dudes in line trying to get. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's crazy, bro. And then the restocks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. You do the math, and it's not even worth it. Like, I know dudes, if a shoe comes out and it's like $220, like, dudes are trying to get $250, $260, and it's like, bro, you went through all that hassle for $30, $40.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. Like, it's not that serious, bro.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. That's pretty much all I got. I don't know if you got any other, anything else that you, any other things you're looking forward to for the season?
You know what, man? I'm just looking forward to I wish we could just fast forward to the finals.
Yeah.
And just have Golden State and Cleveland play.
Yep.
But I'm excited for the league as a whole. Just to see this second part, go around and just see everybody, see Boogie and New Orleans, see what happens in the trade deadline, and just, enjoy the game before it's over in June.
Exactly.
That's probably my biggest thing.
All right, man. So, you got anything going personally in the future, like any other stuff that people should check out?
Shoot, I'm trying to think. I might have a couple stories, lined up. Nothing's really set in stone yet. But yeah, I really got to check in, and see what's going on, because I was working on a story, but it kind of came to a halt, a couple weeks ago. So I'm gonna touch base again and, see what's going on. But that's probably about it, man. I'm just, whatever comes my way. I haven't really heard of anything. I think Air Max Day is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So LA doesn't really get love like New York. So, yeah, man, I'm hoping we get something. Like they throw us a bone or something.
Oh, nice.
That's probably, something I'm looking forward to.
All right, cool, brother. Hey, man, so let the people know where they can follow you at.
Man, you can follow me on Twitter at Drew Ruiz 90, Instagram at Drew Ruiz. Those are probably like the two platforms I'm on the most. I'm on Twitter way more. You follow me, stuff like that. And pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
All right, cool, man. Hey, so thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for talking hoops, and I hope we can do this again, man. This was cool.
Yeah, man, for sure. No doubt, man. Again, I really appreciate you, reaching out and stuff like that. And I'm one phone call away, man. Hit my line anytime,
All right, for sure, brother. Maybe for like the playoffs or something like that, or if anything crazy happens during the season.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, brother. Take it easy, man. Thanks.
All right, man. Likewise.
All right. Thanks again to Drew for that. That was cool, man. I hope we can do something like that again. And make sure you guys follow Drew on Twitter, Instagram, and check him out on Slam and everywhere else you can find him. And like always, if you like what you heard, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And you can hit me up and all my ads down below. And let me know what you guys think about how the season's gone so far, and what else to expect for the rest of the season going forward. And again, like always, thanks for watching, however you're watching. Thanks for listening, however you're listening. and make sure to spread love, share. Thanks for sharing love. And again, not just for me, but for Drew too, and everyone else out there that's doing their, doing their thing on their own. And thanks for listening. And like always, catch you guys later on the next one. Peace.